quick, easy question. Is a handwritten will good in the state of Florida? Is it recognized? Will it be admitted to court? The easy answer to the question is it can be, providing the other formalities of a will are complied with. Number one, will's got to be in writing. Number two, it's got to be witnessed by two people. And that's it. And that's the interesting thing. People do this whole notary deal and they notarize wills. It's an important technical requirement called self-proof, but that's a whole other technical deal. But the bottom line is this. A will has got to comply with the formalities, and that means two witnesses witnessing a signature first and foremost. There are other really technical things that require that a will fully dispose of everything. We've covered that in other videos where a will that doesn't have a proper residuary clause will fail. But the bottom line is this. Sometimes people leave these long notes and they want to leave all kinds of personal stories and things like that. And sometimes they're notarized. It's got one witness. I had a case like that. It was really interesting. And it fails. That will fails. And that's another interesting case. One of the earlier cases I had long ago, fascinating deal. Guy's married, kids, the whole 9 yards, and leaves the wife, comes over to the other side of the state, gets into another relationship, same-sex relationship, becomes very successful. They had this will done, big formal ceremony, candles, lights, the whole 9 yards, and they do this will, and it's on parchment paper, and it's got a wax stamp. And I know this because I had the will, and it was fun trying to get that thing admitted to court and make a copy of it and all that deal. But the bottom line is this, and the partner describes to me how they went up this whole execution ceremony, all the friends around. I don't know if literally it was in blood or whatever, but it's calligraphy and all this fancy deal. And they had this will party with all these different people there. And the will prepare with all these fancy documents and hot wax and the notary stamp and all that ka-chunk. But they didn't have it two witnesses, and so the will failed in the prior will from decades prior when the dude was married in a opposite sex relationship with kids and that wife took everything, and you can imagine the heartbreak on the part of all these other people, spouse, whatever, the husband, boyfriend at that time. They weren't same-sex marriages that lost out entirely, but. That is the lesson about holographic wills and making sure, once again, that if you're doing a will and engaged in probate, it's done properly and according to the law.